Hey everyone! Alright, so, yeah, drag makeup tutorial. A lot of people were requesting it, and this is actually the last tutorial for Halloween that I'm doing this year, so that's why we're saving the best for last, pretty much. Yeah, a lot of you were actually asking or trying to figure out, you're like, what would you normally do your makeup like if you were going out in drag or anything like that, and this is it. So yeah, that's all I can actually say about the look, so let's just go right ahead and get the tutorial started. Okay, I already started just to get some of the work done because you don't need to see me do both eyes, but I already started on this eye. You can start with your skin first. I like to start with my eyes first, only because if I get any fallout or if I want to clean up any lines, I can just use a makeup wipe it away, and then if I need to clean up lines, I can just clean it up as I'm applying foundation and everything. So whichever way you want to do this, totally up to you. But, so first thing I'm going to do is I actually took a primer. I just used a paint pot and I applied that all over my lid, all the way up to my brow, and I actually extended it out this way since the shadow goes out there as well. So now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this color right here, which is Blanc Type, or Blank Type, however you want to say it, from MAC, and then I'm actually just going to apply that all over my eyelid. And then I'm actually going to put some of that underneath my brow bone, or underneath my brow, on my brow bone as well, like that, but I'm not going to blend it. Then I'm going to go in with this color right here. This is a little Foley. It's a discontinued color, but it's just a reddish brown, and I'm just going to use that because it's going to be my blending color between my black and everything else. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to do my regular crease shape right here. But since I'm going to wing it out, I'm just going to take this, and since I can always clean it up later, but I already know what shape my wing's going to have, I'm going to go like that, but then I'm actually just going to run it straight across right there to blend it into that Blanc Type. So you can see it's starting to blend the color. Now I'm going to go in with a different brush. This is just a smaller blending one, and then I'm going to go in with this color right here. That's just Black Tide. It's just a sparkly black, or like a blackened silver. And then just right at the base of my crease, I'm going to deepen this up a little bit and start building that intensity of the black. So you can see now there's a little bit more darkness to the look. So I'm actually going to go in now with an angled brush, and I'm just going to use Carbon, which is just a matte black. And I'm going to go in my crease just to get a nice, really defined dark line. And then I'm just going to blend it. One thing I forgot to do before I did all the black and everything, but it's fine, I can do it now. I'm just taking that brush that I used earlier with the brown, the little foley, whatever you want to call it, and then just right here on this outer corner of my lid. And then I'm going to go in with Gesso, which is just a matte white eyeshadow, and on the inside corner, I'm really going to pack this on because I want it white. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to blend it over. Then I'm also going to go in with that gesso, and then just right underneath my brow, I'm going to put a little bit right there, and then just blend the edge of it. Now I'm done with the eyes for now. I'm going to come back and work on them more in a minute, but I'm going to start doing the face now and perfecting the skin, because as you can see, it is not. But I'm just going to take a makeup wipe right now, and then I'm just going to clean up this line very quickly. Doesn't have to be perfect because you can always just touch it up with your foundation. Now for skin, For my foundation, I'm actually just going to use Studio Tech because it's got a nice coverage to it, and I'm going to use a brush to apply this, and I'm just going to actually apply it all over my face. One thing I forgot to mention before I actually did the skin, if you have a 5 o'clock shadow, the easiest way to help conceal the shadow is to actually use a concealer or anything that has an orange base to it, because the orange will cancel out the blue undertone in the shadow. So keep that in mind. If you have a shadow, I don't have to worry about 5 o'clock shadow really, so I don't have to worry. And then another thing, if you're using a color that doesn't quite match your skin all the way, make sure you take it down to your neck. I'm just going to do my face. I'm not going to worry about covering all of this because I'm just wiping all of this off. But now that I have the foundation on, I'm going to set it with the powder. I'm going to use Studio Fix powder. Again, coverage, coverage, coverage. I'm going for all-out coverage. So I'm just going to apply this right on top. Next, I'm going to do all my contouring and highlighting. Now, there's so much I could say about this that it's way too much to fit in this one video, so I'm just going to advise you guys to check out the link over in the sidebar. I have a video that's nothing but contouring and highlighting, and it gives you tips for different face shapes or how to achieve different looks in the end. So I'm just going to do mine how I normally do, and then I'll probably just speed up the clip. But yeah, check out that video if you need to know anything about contouring and highlighting. And then, yeah. And then one thing that I do, but that like I haven't done in other videos when I actually want to do blush color, I actually do my blush first and then I do my contours and highlights after. So again, it's all going to depend on how you want to do things, so it's up to you. So I have my skin how I want it, so I'm going to go in and do more to my eyes. I'm going to do my eyebrows right now just so I can get it out of the way. If you cover your eyebrows, then by all means draw in whatever shape you want. If you don't know how to cover your brows, again I have a tutorial. Link will be in the sidebar so you can go figure out how you can cover them. That you can just draw on completely new brows. I'm just going to go with my actual brows because they're not too thick, so I can just tweak them a little bit and make them work with this. So I'm just going to do this very quickly. Now that I have my brow on, I'm just going in with gesso, again, that white, and I'm going to extend it over underneath my eye just a little bit. You don't have to do this, but the way that I'm going to do the bottom liner, this is just going to help open up my eye a little bit. Now that I have the white on, I'm just going to go in with a pencil liner and an angled brush. You could do this with a liquid liner as well, it'd be faster, but I'm out of liquid liner, so I'm going to do it this way. And then I'm just going to line underneath my eye. So when I was done with that lower liner, I just went in and I did top and bottom lashes. Now, the reason I didn't do this in the video, same thing with the contouring, I could go on and on about this, but I already have a video that goes into a lot more detail. There's a link over in the sidebar for that, so there's 3 videos that you could check out. But with that on, with the lashes and everything, I'm just going to go in and start doing my lips. So I'm going to do a little overlining, so I'm just going to use Chestnut lip liner from MAC and just line my lips with it. The lip liner's on, so now I'm just going to go in with my lipstick. I'm using Cherish, it's a satin, because I don't want a frosty color on here. And then for like gloss, I'll go in and add that myself. Then once I have that on, I don't want a harsh line, so I'm just going to go in with a brush. This is actually an eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to lightly blend that liner into my lip. Once I have that blended how I like it, you can see it really makes my my big. Makes my lips look bigger. Then for gloss, I'm just going to use Lancome's Juicy Tube in Simmer. I'll just put a little bit on the back of my hand. Then I'll go in with that same brush I just used. I just wiped it off. And then just right in the center of my lip, I'll apply this. And then I'm also going to add it right up here. And what that's going to do is the light's going to reflect off of that and make it seem even bigger. Then, of course, the last thing that you would do is go ahead and do your wig, your accessories, anything like that. So I threw a wig on. This is actually the same wig from my other drag tutorial where I have the gold jacket on. I just threw it up in a very, very quick, messy updo and then put my flower in it, changed my earrings, then changed my shirt. If you want to contour your chest to make your cleavage look more realistic, another video on that, so check the sidebar. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and until my next one, I will talk to all of you soon. Bye.